So yeah, today we're doing the Voice of Cards demo. This showed up at the Direct last night. This looks really cool. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it except what they showed in the Direct. So, Squeenix. Thank you for doing the demo. Some characters and items will differ in the retail version. All right. That lady. Multiplayer game parlor? Can you play mini? Okay. I mean, both would be great. Okay, you can play in English or Japanese. That's cool. I really wish these were just menus and I didn't have to, like... That's a little cumbersome. But alright, let's check this demo out. I'm still sipping my tea, so I might be a little slow on the uptick. This really makes me want to go back and finish Hands of Fate on PC.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any
Morning.
rate, I am the game master.
Oh,
Pleased
hi.
to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you.
Hello.
You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards.
Uh-huh.
Which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on.
Sure.
In fact, I insist on it.
Well, okay,
However,
don't...
As you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well. Now then, are you ready? Let's
Hell
begin.
yeah.
Welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions.
Don't let this virtual man tell you what to do. Mute the stream.
I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
In fact, I insist on it. Well, now hold on, Mr. Game Master. We were cool for about 2 seconds there.
I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one.
And my departure draws Bill Nighy. Oh.
This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls.
Queen Nilla sounds like a SoundCloud rapper. I'm sorry.
3 white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons. Present yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
I like that guy's helmet. It's me. Hell yeah. Move to the Queen. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the X button whenever you need a reminder of what to do. You'll see cards with glowing edges. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along. Whoa. Okay, that animation's a little... Oh, whoop.
From upon her throne, the Queen regards the adventurers. So you are disciples of the Order.
Why does this lady have a microphone in front of her face? What is happening?
The youngest of the three steps forward. She holds herself with well-born grace.
This is an anime-ass game.
I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty, she says. I lead this fellowship. She bows, glancing to her two companions.
The card just... What is wrong with you? That card just, like, bows. Oh, okay, so they call it bow in this game, not tap. I get, you know, you can't say tap, so I get it. Bow your character, you get to play.
In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin.
Berwin, got it.
The older man is the picture of courtesy, as he genuflects
Josie,
and
go
introduces
lay down.
himself as Hedwin.
Berwin and Hedwin, I feel like you should...
It is these three our story follows today.
And then Winifred?
In other words, your party.
Why is Win a part of all their names?
The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand. Someone has stolen the royal treasure. I bid you reclaim it. Under normal circumstances, I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with the recent monster troubles.
Monster troubles?
It seems the troubled queen is judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle.
Hell yeah.
It is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty.
White, Win refers to white, blessed, holy.
Falls to the fellowship.
Damn. So they take white in part of their name. That's interesting.
Short of any clues that could lead them to the culprit.
Probably got wit. Yeah,
they
yeah.
press the
Interesting.
Queen for further information.
What will you ask the queen? What is the royal treasure? Oh, they got white Norded. Okay. What's the royal treasure? Did you see the thief, Your Majesty? And shall there be a reward? Well, that seems like a bad question to ask the queen.
The fellowship asks the queen if she knows anything about the thief. The queen says witnesses might be found at Nexton.
Is that the next town?
The fellowship asks the queen what the royal treasure is. The queen describes a bottle
It's a Vita.
containing a certain liquid. Without it, she trails off, but the desperation in her voice suggests its loss could spell disaster for the kingdom.
Can we talk about how dope it would be to have Vita games on the Switch? Can we talk about that? Bring Vita to Steam Deck? I can't... We say this all the time. I cannot wait until official Steam Deck units are in people's hands and they start doing like performance reviews and comparisons and stuff.
Usually, one would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking.
Recompense is a great way to
Quite
phrase that.
mercenary, but as demanding a reward would go against the tenets of the Ivory Order, you hold your tongue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like this is not a thing
The queen,
we would say.
however, has already said she will reward the fellowship with whatever they desire.
Dev units are out. Everyone seems very impressed. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting until retail units are in people's hands, like final hardware are in people's hands. And when I say people's hands, I mean those weirdos on YouTube that are gonna put everything on it. They're gonna like immediately flash it to Windows 10 and be like, I'm just gonna use this as a laptop for a week. You know what I mean?
It seems the royal treasure is
That's
just
what-
that important.
That's what I'm curious about. I'm curious to see what
Terry no
YouTube
longer-
weirdos do with it.
I await news of your success. The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
But I'm glad everybody seems solid about it. They put out that FAQ. They put out that FAQ a little bit ago. Head south to Nexton. Use the plus button to bring up the menu. You can perform various actions such as saving or changing skills and equipment. Cards you encounter in your journey will be added to your collection, which can also be found on the screen. Please give it a look from time to time. Oh. Okay. So we're level 5. She has White Heal and Magic Strike. Berwyn has Downward Strike and Lightning Strike. And this guy has Contemplation, which generates a gem, which is interesting, and Flame. So, okay. Abilities. Lightproof, Invincible, and Double Proof. That's interesting. Equipment. Sacred Staff. Adventurer's Attire. Okay, I like the way these cards are laid out. Very simple, very, very clean. Nice design. Okay, so we got owned cards. We got items, equipment. Key items. Okay, collection. Okay, so even monsters get added to your collection. Interesting. I definitely feel like I need to get everything that's in this demo. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we'll do a save. A lot of devs say in their game, just work on it. Saw a few threads of devs saying they're coming out 60 FPS with no work, minor tweaks for some. That's great. That's great. That Proton engine is supposed to be pretty solid. I'm going to walk on all these. Oh!
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town. Wait, cries Berwyn, blocking Winifred's path.
Wait.
A monster.
I love him. He's wonderful.
You dare stand in our way? Hedwyn scowls at the foul creature.
I
It lunges at the Fellowship.
love shit talking. I love, like, you fucking want to go? All right. Take down all the minions. Victory is yours. These monsters. Okay, that... Uh-huh. So my attack is 10. So I'll deal 13 damage. Why did I not do 13 damage? Is 4 defense. So I dealt 9. Okay, okay. So, okay. Add value of roll to attack and deal bolt damage. And that costs a gem. Okay, so 2. Okay, that was weird, because it did 13 damage. Maybe it was a rounding thing. Helix, enjoy your lurk. Give me all your clubs. Zach, how are you? Okay, so we get XP and gold. Boom, boom. I like the little board that slides in. It looks really good. You gotta start with Pot of Greed. Yeah, you gotta draw two.
As she smooths her rumpled garb.
You gotta draw two, like, straight away.
Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwyn silently wipes the monster's ichor from his weapon. Hedwyn inspects the remains of their foe. The queen spoke true, he mutters, his face masked in contemplation.
I just love a monster showing up and you immediately going, fucking get in our way. I love the idea of, like, shit talking the monster. I know those are words, but I have no idea what they mean. Pot of Greed is a Yu-Gi-Oh card, Zach. You might not be familiar with the blessed game of Yu-Gi-Oh. I hate that I said that. I take it back. I hate it. I take it back. I'm sorry. It was a good joke. It was a good joke, but I didn't like it. All right.
Mayhap the treasure's theft and the monster's behavior are connected somehow.
Probably.
First things first, the Fellowship needs to gather more information. To Nexton, they set their sights.
But how you doing, Zach? Helix, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy Drag Race. No. No. Luckily, sure. Explain the establishments. This is the inn. Rest here to recovery parties HP. Apothecary, you can purchase items to restore HP, cure status ailments, and more. Armor, great. Item shop. I could have wrote the real name, or I could just write the part of the URL from the Switch eShop link I found. Either way, it's on the list. This is the game parlor. You come here to play some card games, you need a break. You brought this on yourself. Speak to the inhabitant of Nexton to gather information on the thief who stole the royal treasure. I mean, I guess I did. Oh god, she's got a knife.
With all those monsters out there.
Jesus.
Welcome to Nexton, hails a man.
Hello. Anything you want to ask him?
The man
Tell us of this place.
Doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean?
The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
You've unlocked the mature man start. Yeah, but what does that mean? Is this a... Hang on. Is this a thing in here? It's a thing in here. Oh, you can get real up in this. Oh, look at that. They got a full art. Oh, look at that. They got a full art version. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. You can look forward to the backs of these cards and the whole story in the retail version of the game. Okay, so hang on. So why didn't I... I'm annoyed that didn't happen when I spoke to that lady. Alright. Mercenary sword. Yes. Wait, how much money do I have? Oh, yeah. Buy and equip. I played a lot of Yakuza. I'm used to getting up with mature. There we go. Berwin's all set. I gave you a card that said 280 gold. Ring of Protection. Let's... I can't... Okay, cool. I was like, I want to give our healer a little bit more.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
A little more defense. Yes. Yeah, make sure you equip your cards. The blacksmith's character story. Okay. That could be explained a little bit better. That's a good sound. This sound here? That's a nice sound. I like that sound. It's this lady again.
The woman sits hunched over by the side of the road. Upon catching sight of the fellowship, she calls out for their aid.
I don't like her knife. She's got big Tonberry energy.
She sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary. Winifred rushes to her and helps her up. Berwin lifts the woman onto his back, and the fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
Transport the hobbled woman to the apothecary. Hey, look at that. You can jump over to upward facing terrain cards. What does that mean? Oh.
You
On the
arrive
ground.
at the apothecary. After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She turns to the fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise.
Now she's going to stab the apothecary and give you herbs.
It seems she's only now realized the fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order. The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service.
This card art, like, animation is hilarious.
The Ivory Order is famous for providing medical supplies throughout the realm.
This is
and
hilarious.
indeed the wider world.
This is great. I'm into this game.
Every smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
Does anyone know if this is coming to physical or if it's eShop only? Hell yeah. Mature woman's flip side story. Every morning she wakes up early to get breakfast ready. Every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. Ah! Why is that so upsetting? Jesus. That's what the knife is for. Every wonder.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
What do you got? A bomb and a soothe stone. Generate 3 gems. Oh, I like that idea.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
I like that idea.
The man claims he saw a suspicious someone leaving the castle grounds carrying what looked to be a medicine bottle. He didn't get a good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, proclaims the woman, swigging this curative and that. The woman begs the Fellowship for their autographs. She seems to greatly admire the Order.
Don't do it. That's a way to trick you.
There's nothing to worry about with disciples of the Order here, she says, relief flooding her face.
She's gonna steal your identity.
The woman says she was attacked by a monster outside of town. A strange creature, she says. Nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it.
Huh. The thief is as good as caught. Okay, so there's the inn.
Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town stealing medicine, and only medicine.
Only medicine.
Rumors claim the monster fled to the west.
Ooh.
Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure. The first clue was the Queen's description of the treasure, a small bottle containing a certain liquid. Then there's the bony figure seen fleeing town, the skeletal monster clutching the bottle of medicine, and the monster that fled west. From all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Skeleton. Who done it? The skeleton monster fleeing west.
Realization strikes Winifred. I know who our thief is. The monster made of bones, Hedwyn interjects. The one that fled west. Berwyn nods in agreement, as if to say, another sage pronouncement from the great and wise Hedwyn.
I should have tried to... I should have accused the kid. Stand in front of me to see what happens.
Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off.
Travel west of Nexton. Wexton. Man. I think... Okay, no, my party has no damage, so we Gucci.
An innocent
oh, but I gotta unlock
in this parlor you can play
all the
cards.
things.
The child rambles on, wheedling you. I'll give you this if you play with me.
Okay. Yes. If it's just triple triad, I'm gonna scream. If it's triple triad, I will literally scream. Please just be triple triad. Please just be triple triad. It's not triple triad. There's already not enough spaces. Okay. Get points by arranging your cards into sets of magic cards or consecutive straights. Try making a set. Is this bridge? Draw 2 cards from the deck. Oh. Okay. So that's 4 points. So I have 4 points now. We make a set. You earn points equal to the sum of the cards. Any cards left over, you can choose one to remain in your hand. That's the end of your turn. Okay. You have to discard all but one card, right? Discarded cards are moved to the pot. Ah, so they're in play. So I could take that ace. You can have 3 sets. Okay. Oh, you're done. I'm gonna, yeah, look at that. I got this ace. I got this ace. I got this ace. Bam. Oh, see, he's gonna match that 4. So I gotta be careful not to discard this 4, then? Cards with consecutive numbers, but you can only make 1 set per turn. It's more points to make a run. Yeah, 9 points. Remember what I told you about sets? You make sets from 2 or 3 cards of the same number or from 3 consecutively numbered cards. But you can only make 1 set per turn. And you can only have up to 3 sets at a time. When you make a 4th set, you'll have to discard one of the sets you already have. Okay. Okay. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Yeah, that's 9 points, like, right there. Boom. It's annoying that he continues, that he's just, like, beating me. Let me explain the menu screen. Okay. Okay, so 3, 3. Right? That's a new set. And I have to, right, I have to discard a set. I'm going to get rid of the 2s. I'm the winner. Nice. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's simple. What do you... It's like the rules. 1 rule. It's like, okay. Yeah, let's go. Oh, that was fun. This is an interesting game. No, I thought I started the next battle in Stream Manners. No, I didn't. Ooh, boss wave. All right, let's see who goes first. Me. Look at this art. His art's good. Oh no. But I see, like, with the pot, you know, you have more of a chance that you'll get cards, you know, when you have turns where you can't match anything, which will be more turns than not. You know, and you might get lucky. Hey, look at that. He drew into a straight of 21 points, which is going to be incredible. Cool. Oh, isn't this convenient for you? Isn't it convenient how you're scoring some of the highest point possibilities in the game? Wild how that works, huh? I guess I could have put the 8 down and not give him a set, but... You don't get to keep those points. What are you doing? He didn't lose as many points as I thought he would have. Oh, hell yeah. Give me them bones. So it looks like you want to keep scoring. Okay, hang on. So it goes up to 37. Hey, Sparkle! And then he gets rid of a set. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, it goes down by a number of points. Maybe that's how they balance the AI. Maybe that's how they decide to balance the AI, is the AI will just always take a score opportunity. Love this. Love this for me. Yeah, and I gave him a set, which maybe he'll get rid of a, you know. Oh, put down that 8. Put down that 8. Let me have the 8. No! Why didn't you let me have the 8? Yo, here we go. I'm not even gonna use his 7. I'm using my 7. Hell yeah, 42. Sitting in the living room, petting Patches. She thought the birds on my dress were something to attack. And then he just pulls into 21 points. What are you doing? How do you... Keeping this 8. 8's mine. I am the winner. That's alright, I'm into that.
Thanks for playing, the boy squeals. He hands over the medicine bottle as promised.
Nice. Dispeller. Cure target of curse. And that's one more card in the collection. Oh, skills. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the inn, and then we're gonna go back and look at that.
Where you're greeted with a hearty hello by the owner. You're from the Ivory Order, aren't you? Thanks to a royal decree, you're allowed to stay the night for free.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
not about to refuse such hospitality.
Without hospitality, we made it a law. It's not hospitality, it's the law.
The party leaves the inn feeling rested.
All right, let's try. I definitely want to
This is
try
the game
another.
parlor.
I gotta
Come
try
play
skills. What are
cards, the boy
skills?
of
I'm very
reception
curious.
calls.
Yes. Tell me about skills. Sets with matching numerals. Effects include those that benefit you and hinder your opponent. Okay. I mean, okay, you're not gonna describe it? Sure. Yeah, is this getting a physical release? Should I? Launches October 28th. You're still playing Fire Emblem Fates? That sounds good. I gotta play that. It's not clear if it's getting a physical release. Oh, we got 3 players now. Okay. What's up, average man? Make the selected player rest. I'm Zuff. Choose 2 cards in the pot to destroy. All opponents roll upon their next action and must rest on a 4 or lower. God damn. I'm also average. Hush. Stop yourself. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy I was able to help you with in this trying time. By just giving you the set. Hey, guess what? It happened. How could this happen to me? Nice. One of the highest scoring possibilities. Okay, so now he gets a skill. Yes. I mean, it was silly to put the 2 down. If nothing else, putting the 2 was a very bad play. That sucks. One card. Yo! Boom! I still did it. Average man. No, he's very close. You rest. It would be silly to attack the player with 2 points. Then I say that, and then he does this to me. Average man sounds like a rejected superhero. That's Dane Cook's character in Mystery Men. Average man. Person man. Skills add an interesting wrinkle to this. Yeah, look at that. He just doesn't get a turn. Oh, and I think that sticks around until he gets affected by it. That's strong. Okay, ooh, here's where the tactical layer comes into play. This takes effect every turn. This takes effect every turn, right? So, yes, it gave me points. And if I get a set of 8s, cool. But maybe the ability of drawing an extra card is more powerful than than having those 2 more points. That's very interesting. This is... Yeah. I don't know why the 3 is so strong. Like on a 2 or higher? I guess because it's cheap, right? It's 6 points. Yes. And then draw my 2 cards. Oh my gosh, the possibilities. You know what time it is? Zach, have a good rest of your morning, my friend. This is risky. This is risky. This is Risk City. Two. Destroy any sets that have a 2. Nothing. Wow, I literally rolled. No. Suck it. Suck it, average man. Okay, and see, I can get rid of the instant effect because that effect's passed. There's more points. Oh, and so, and see, that's interesting because then I drew more cards, but that puts more cards in the pot. That's a nice balance. I like this. This is fun. This is fun. Is that more points than me? I don't remember. He also nuked a huge set, so... Oh, yeah, I beat the hell out of him. Yeah. He would have beat me if he hadn't nuked that big set he had. But oh well, he did.
Come play again, says the boy, handing you your winnings.
Handing me my winnings? What'd I win? Ooh, a Soothstone. Oh, now there's event cards. Oh, man. Can I tell you how much I appreciate them just making a really cool card game in this for me? This is for me. This game is for me. Adding events supplements the rules by drawing event cards to be drawn at the start of a turn. Event cards include a mix of those that may be beneficial or detrimental. Card values range from 1 to 10. Skill effects are also included. Ooh, card values go from 1 to 10. So there's more cards available, which means more skills. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Excuse me. Oh, now we got 4 players. This is good. This is good. That 10 card looks like a turtle dragon. Oh, you can choose to draw. Oh. Control the selected player's next action. What? Move your hand to the pot. Wow. Nullify rest any number of times for 10. That's incredible. That's a huge lead. Yeah, let's go for it. Move 1 card from the selected player's hand to the pot. What are their cards? I got a 3. Let's go with Average Man. Move that 4. So at worst, I get a 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 9 points. Good sort of general score. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I'm not gonna put the ace down and just give somebody an A. Give somebody that pair. Return up to 5 destroyed cards from the deck. Interesting. Who are you doing? Hell yeah, Average Man. I love the, like, punch sound. Nothing happens. Okay, so there's a card where nothing can happen. Man, there being a 10 in the pot feels really strong. Oh, give me that double 10. Heck yeah. What's up? I'm King Turtle. You can't make me rest. I'm always resting. I'm always slightly resting. I could be into this. He's on the board. Reverse turn order. Oh man, that's so screwy. He's like, no, I'm not gonna test my luck. I got really lucky on this one. I'm keeping it. And And we all get slimed. Oh, why would you discard the 9? Like... Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for being a ding-dong. Oh. I probably would have gone for the 2 pair to make everybody have to roll. That feels like it would have been very strong, you know? Yeah, look, it just fed him that 8, 9, 10. What a... God, 27 points. He got rid of that. So, okay. Player next in turn must rest. Ah, suck it. Get hacked. I gotta win this. Like... You know what I mean? There's no question. Destroy up to 2 cards in the pot. There's only 2 cards in the pot. I'm into them just fighting each other. This is great. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's okay. So free pair of 5s. Oh no, that's the last. Oh, I didn't realize we were at the end. I definitely did not win. Yeah. I just got too many turns where I didn't do anything. I just had too many turns where I couldn't do anything, so.
Don't let it get you down. Come play again, says the boy, waving.
Don't patronize me, boy. Listen, we're going again. I'm winning whatever this is. I don't know what I'm gonna win, but I'm gonna win it. who goes first? Okay. Shoutouts to Mature Woman. Lemon! Why is everything so quiet? Why is hang on. It's so quiet for me right now. This thing is so weird. Lemon, how are you? How are you doing? I'm sorry I didn't dance. I was so confused. I was so confused. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's okay, you did kinda. Listen, you deserve a full dance, not a kinda dance. You deserve a full dance relevant to your awesomeness. So how is your morning? How's your morning? I hope you're good. I hope you're feeling well. I hope Kubo's doing well. Yep, I had to pass. Which, boy, that's... Oh, I love looking at a pair of 10s and just like chilling with my coffee. Kubo's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Did you see the direct last night, Lemon? The Nintendo Direct? And I'm just getting beat up in this game. About your reaction to Mario, lol. I mean, why? Why me? I have 0 points and it doesn't help you. He just so happens to draw into a 10. He just so happens to draw into a 10. Okay. Game, no one likes it when it's very obvious that you're cheating. No one likes it when it's that obvious that you're cheating. You know what I mean? I finally have 12 points. I'm gonna leave the 5 in case I can maybe draw the 5 myself. So yeah, yeah, I don't I don't like Chris Pratt, so I don't think that's too surprising. Okay, so we got cards. That fucking game parlor kid is kicking our ass. Oh god, mature woman is 40. When did she get 45 points? Hold up. When did she get 45 points? I'm hoping these event cards are like get 10 points. Hooray, 4 points. Ugh. Listen, I know games. I'm not winning this game. You know, you gotta... You can feel it, you know? You can feel it, and I feel that this one is not happening. Oh, that's interesting. So it has to take effect first. What's on your schedule today, Lemon? What do you got going on? I don't need this. Getting ready for partner celebration stream? Ooh, is that today? Jalen! Jalen, what are you do? Jalen, you already sub on Fan House. What are you doing? Don't sub on both? Get out of here. Of course she draws a 4. Get it. Come on. Jalen, thank you so much for 15 months. Thank you so much for 15 months. I appreciate you, homie. But Lemon, is your partner celebration stream today? Is that today? Ooh, that's exciting. I love just getting beaten up in this game. God. This guy needs to stop. How y'all doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm getting beat the hell up in this card game. Let me tell you. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I haven't had a turn in forever. I lost my last 2 turns, so like if anybody was curious on whether or not I'm gonna win, the answer is no. And the answer is a big no. But yeah, Josie's doing the you know, about the same today. We're trying to keep her, you know, as sedate as we can. We're trying to keep her as sedate as we can. So wow. That Smash Direct is going to be 40 minutes. Come on. Yeah, how you doing, Jalen? How's work going today? I hope it's not too rough for you. Let's see who will go first. Oh man, I started with a 10. Come on. Why wouldn't you take the person that has the card that you have in your hand? Like, sure, you hope to draw a 10, but like... Add 2 cards in my hand. Fuck yeah. Oh, yo, you fucked up. 8, 9, 10. Mature woman stabbing. This is my 3rd game of playing at this level, and I'm upset. Hell yeah. Not me. That's all I care about. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Great. Look at that. Easy. Easy straight. Good points. Just try to take a big early lead. Just try to take a big early lead, you know? Oh man. That's such a strong pair. Okay. Oh, does anyone have a 10 or a 7? No. Mature woman has a 9. Yeah, you put that 9 back in the pot. You got slime on your boob? Yeah, because I'm drawing a fewer card. Oh, I drawed. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take a hit on everybody. That's fine. Not boobs. Oh man. Not boob slime. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Yeah, draw a card. Great. Give me an 8. Give me an 8. Okay. I'll take 5, 6, 7. That's still a ton of points. Oh, so close. So close. It's kind of interesting you can't take cards from the pot and boost your sets once they're down. Or your pairs. That would be kind of interesting. Okay, I might finally win this one. All right. Move your hand to the pot. Hey, suck it. Somebody already hit me. Oh. What a freaking valuable hand I just drew. I'm already into this game. I'm already so into this game. kind of bummed this isn't coming to PC. But, you know, not everything can. Not everything can, so I guess. Wow, she's got 2. Wow. That's an incredible turn. Let's be honest. And that ended the game. So I win. Hooray. Nice. I mean, I like that. I like that card game. What'd I win? Another suit stone. Hell yeah. Okay, listen, I'll take that. All right, let's save now that I've won. Did I need to do all that? Are you new here? Absolutely, I had to do all that. I'd love to control someone else's hand and then give them more points than me. Yeah, that would suck so bad if you're like, okay, well, now you have all these cards. Like, the fact that he did the 6, 7, 8 set as opposed to the 5 pair was like, while exploring the world, diving deep into dungeons, you'll encounter enemies which you do battle. The adventure is over if everyone's KO'd. You continue from your last save point. Yep. There's an autosave feature. Love games that have autosave. Always appreciate autosave games. They're great. An enemy appears. Oh, shoot.
Rout the enemy.
These are gems. You'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain 1 gem whenever you take an action. You can store up to 10 at a time. Yep. And then select items with the Y button. Got it. This is a really clean way, like, to show a an RPG party, you know? Some of your attacks are elemental: fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and dark. Cards take more damage from elements they're weak to and less damage from ones they're resistant. Knowing your enemy's strengths and weaknesses will help you choose which skills. Okay. Is there a way for me to know that? That was a fight for the ages. What does that mean? Oh, yo, Winifred leveled up. Nice. She learned White Light, attack plus 10 light damage for 2 gems. Berwin leveled up. Didn't learn anything. Hedwin leveled up. Learned Zephyr. At value of roll to attack and deal wind damage. Treasure. Pick one. Quality salve. Be your cards. No, I'm good. Listen. I've played an RPG. Hell yeah, antidote. Oh!
A bizarre rock appeared. Let's seems primed to explode.
What's happening?
The bizarre rock transformed into a fear rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Let's do this.
I have a feeling it's going to take a lot of light damage. Because it's like a ghost. Or do we think this is like a metal slime? Hell yeah, 6. This feels like a metal slime situation. The only way around this fight is through it, so I'm guessing you gotta body the rock ghost.
Don't worry, the coffin card is down, but they're still alive.
I'm glad she leveled up by dying. Full swing, attack +8. Nice. I've gained so much experience by dying. Just gonna go back to town. Okay, so what that fight taught me is that the attack and value numbers are not like absolute. You know? Josie, lay down. Lay down. So we've had to block Josie from going and wandering deeper into the house. Because we spoke to the vet yesterday and she was like, Josie needs to be as sedate and calm and resting as possible. So we blocked off her basically being able to wander back to see Aaron, which she's not excited about, but it's a lot less walking overall. So. You know, neither of us are happy about it, but hell yeah, 13 damage. Oh, I was gonna try to get him in one turn. So much damage. No, I can't walk on the mountain. Whoa.
The Fellowship moves westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees. The presence of large packs suggests a traveler.
How will you hail the traveler? Have
I
you
beg
seen
your
any
pardon, but
monsters?
Did you catch sight of a monster fleeing west? Winifred inquires. He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. That and a cave full of monsters on the opposite shore. I suspect you might find your quarry there.
You have to follow the path, or is that little bit of grass possible hidden area through the trees?
The fellowship exchange
Maybe.
glances
I'm
and
poking
nods
around.
to say, then that is where we shall go. A traveler hoists his packs, suggests the fellowship speak to the fishermen on the western shore, and takes his leave.
Search the western shore. Okay, well, hey, guess what? We're gonna explore around. Up. I think I can walk on the forest spaces.
About the enemy.
I think I can walk on the forest spaces. So we'll see if I can walk. I think I can. I think I can walk on the trees. But if they're blocked, then yeah, you're absolutely right, Brian. That's a like, oh hey, look at, you know. I've fulfilled the orc child's enemy story. Oh, so I gotta fight like a few of them. All right. I wonder if there's anything you unlock in the demo. And you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna get them. Listen, those gems aren't. Headwind leveled up. Freeze. Water damage. Freeze if roll is 5 or greater. Love it. Oh, hell yeah. Ton of money. Hey, guess what? We're gonna go just right back to town. And we're gonna get some new equipment. Because that's a good amount of money. I really like this jump feature, because that saves some time. Okay. Sacred Staff doesn't do anything. Steel Breastplate. Boost up Berwyn. Adventurer's Attire is what they have. We get Ring of Protection. For Headwind. And Ring of Protection for Berwyn. Look at that. All over it. All over it. See, and then I can just do this and jump. Which is nice. It's a nice time saver. That's a nice little like acquiescence of like, hey, like we want you to go and explore around, but also what if I, you know?
Let's not go there just yet. I haven't quite finished the story for that section, you see.
Okay, so I definitely have Okay, so I can't go further than that row. Here, let's look up Voices of Cards demo rewards. Oh wow, it's from the same wow. So this is from the Drakengard team. This is from the Nier and Drakengard team. Oh, and it's coming to Steam. Oh, dog. Oh. They said YOKO TARO, it tracked from there. Hey, there's also fans of the Nier series will also be able to enjoy theming their adventure with a special bundle set, which includes the game, the pixel art DLC, and 7 more DLC themed after Nier Replicant version 1.22, so forth. Dressed of the Bereft swaps the costumes of the protagonists, Mar and Melanine, to the design of Nier Replicant. Emil's pattern swaps the reverse card design to a design resembling Emil's clothing. An Emil avatar to a design resembling Emil. Emil dice swaps the dice to a design adorned with Emil's face. Grimoire Vice board swaps the battle board and accessories to designs patterned after Grimoire Vice. Library desk. Devola's music swaps the general background music to a soundtrack that brings to mind the journeys of a certain young man who fought to save his sister. And the pixel art set swaps all characters and enemy illustrations to pixel art. Fans who pre-order the game will receive the Golden Dragon pattern DLC, which swaps the reverse pattern to an original design by Kimihiko Fujisaka, as well as a traditional avatar, which allows them to change the design of the game piece on the field to a traditional craft work. This prologue episode reveals what happened on the day before the events of Voice of Cards. Following the Ivy Order as they search for a royal treasure. Well, awesome. Hey, this game is a budget release from one of our awesome creative teams, so we put a bunch of DLC for Nier fans to try to get them hot for it. He keeps moving this. Makes sense, gotta drag him in somehow. And it's only 30 bucks. Like it's releasing at 30 bucks, which is nice. Oh, Bizarre Rock. Again? I rolled a 1, that's probably bad.
The Bizarre
Oh.
Rock transformed into a treasure rock.
Great. And heck yeah, it's launching on Steam, so...
Don't hold back.
I'm annoyed that there's a, like, pre-order bonus thing. Like, I always dislike that. But hopefully it's just, it will also... It's not on Steam yet. Hopefully it'll just also be there. Oh, hell yeah. 15-1. Yeah, these attack and defense numbers are not in it. This is not a magic system. This is not like Magic the Gathering. I don't know if anybody else saw that man's design.
About the end.
Check out the powerful rocks at dusk. What is that a reference to? What is that a reference to, Brian?
Nice work.
The card that's a nice pile of rocks at it looks different. Oh, I thought you were making a reference to something. I did not see that one of those was different. I thought you were making a reference to something. I was like, I don't get this. Okay, hang on. Okay, Stream Raiders is up. No, they all look the same to me. Yeah, all those mountains look the same. Oh, this one here, you mean? The beach? Oh, I apparently can't go there. Yeah, I was gonna mess with that. I apparently cannot walk on that.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
I probably want to deal, I'm guessing like electric damage to it is going to do the most damage. Which apparently I can't. Okay. Oh, he deals bolt damage. Yo, what's up? Hell yeah.
Good work.
We did it. 200 gold. Wizard's leveling up like nobody's business. It's so weird that spot looked different. It didn't look impassable. Oh, well, it's sexy bowman time. Ooh, nice. A revive, thank you. I mean, I want to go to the end of the... Can I not go to the end of the trail here? Even the road? Like... Yeah, just nuke them. Yeah, it was very clearly like a, oh, look at this. You know? It definitely looked like it's like, oh, this is an interesting thing you should mess with. Like, oh, okay. I like this. This is a good game. This makes me think of, gosh, Crimson Shroud. Crimson Shroud on the 3DS.
A monster appears. may be able to aid it by administering some antidote.
Yes. Yes. I got one.
You take pity on the creature and administer. Healthy once more, it gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often, you catch it looking back at you, but before long, it's out of sight.
I guess that was good. I don't know. But yeah, that makes me think of Crimson Shroud, the RPG where you rolled a bunch of dice to determine if you did shit. It was awesome. Look at this guy.
Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique pulls a net out of the water, his muscles rippling.
Look at his stupid haircut.
This is no time for lustful reverie. Winifred races to his side and asks that he give the Fellowship safe passage aboard the ship.
This game said no time for thirst, Dr. Jones.
That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling. Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored here.
Dope.
This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse. His
Maybe,
hand
yeah.
drops into his hands. With but
Like-
a single dispeller, I am certain I could lift it and sail away.
Guess what? There you go.
Winifred hands the despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage.
I appreciate that the
cave
bottle is
beyond
just a
sea.
hand. Welcome back, Sparkle.
The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The Fellowship politely ignores this fact. He opens the bottle and proceeds to douse the ship.
Most formidable. Okay, hang on. Speak to the fisherman when you're ready to make your way to the cave. Okay, how are we looking? Unlock the Muscle Man's character story. Broccoli got real horny from his butt. You know, we've got a little bit of damage. We got a little damage. No reason to stick with it, you know? We're gonna go back to the town. We're gonna rest. No reason to, you know, no reason to deal with stuff we don't need to. Let's go to the apothecary, see if we can pick up some items. You know, we got money.
The Fellowship hears a young man arguing with the apothecary. "Make it cheaper," he bellows. As the Fellowship approaches the door to intervene, the young man bursts out of the shop. He storms past Winifred, nearly crashing into her.
His
"Watch where you're
character
going,"
art.
she shouts after him, but he makes no move to apologize, instead squaring his shoulders and walking off. "What a hateful little man," grumbles the apothecary. Winifred vows to teach him proper manners should they ever meet again.
Oh,
May I help
I
you?
imagine we will.
Beatrice inquired. The apothecary catches sight of the Fellowship. "Ah, the Ivory Order, to which I owe the prosperity of my humble shop," she says. She gestures to the drawers filled with her wares. "Pray, choose one of my concoctions and take it at no cost. It shall be a token of my thanks to the Order." The Fellowship insists they will pay as any other customer would.
All right, what do you
Sets
got?
about browsing her wares.
Pepper upper. Well, I don't have a pepper upper. Let's definitely buy one of those. Yeah.
Will that be all?
I think we're good because I was like, do we have any like Yeah, nice. We don't have anything super weird. You know, I have a reviver. I've got a salve and a greater salve. And now I've got that pepper upper. What a weird little game for the Nier team to put out. A perilous dungeon lies ahead. Adventurers are advised to be at least level 7 before entering.
Are you ready to set sail for the cave?
I think I'm level 7. I'm not sure. Going for it then.
He beckons you aboard.
Listen, I'm bad at video games, but I'm good at RPGs, so.
The Fellowship arrives at the mouth of a dank cave. Its damp, rocky expanse threatening to swallow them.
Oh my God, what is this game? I need
Monsters
it.
could
Kira,
come pouring
hello.
out at any moment. The fisherman has anchored
This
the
is
ship in the cove.
voice
Come
voice
back
the
here when
voice
you're
of the
ready to
cards, voice
return
of
to the
cards.
mainland, he says.
The demo just launched today. Dank cave with sexy boat man. Okay. We got a wall. Yo, Helix, welcome back. You get blaze between them thighs? Jesus.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Oh.
Excellent.
Random critical. You can't find it? The demo is on Switch and I think PS4. It's also coming to Steam, but the demo is not currently available on Steam. Yeah. It's Voice of Cards. I'm guessing since you've yet to switch over to Breath of the Wild, you're enjoying this card game. It took me a while to win that card game, Helix. To win like the game. And yeah, this is good. Like I am into this. This has been enjoyable.
About the enemy.
Oh. Yo, what's up, skeleton? Light damage. Get hacked. Hey, you're a plant dude. You probably hate fire damage. Da 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 da. Have you ever played either of the Hand of Fate games? I have played the first Hand of Fate game for a little bit. I really dig it. I was actually saying a little bit ago, like by a little bit ago, I mean like when I started the stream that like, man, I should, this is making me want to go back and finish Hand of Fate. I don't have Hand of Fate 2, but I would get it happily. The cat is going wild at the end of the hallway. You think Hand of Fate 2 is a lot better? It definitely seems like a game that, oh. It definitely seems like a game that benefits from iteration. It definitely seems like a game that benefits from iteration. And yeah, it does not surprise me that Hand of Fate 2 is a lot better, you know? Structured a lot nicer. Yeah, that sounds very, very reasonable. I think that's on my wish list on Steam.
And fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've got a lot of like, they came out with a lot of cool DLC for it too. So, yeah, that is definitely I want to check it out at some point. Cat's going wild. Sounds like a normal house cat. Yeah, he's in the he's got a pile of paper at the end of the hallway that he loves to like scratch at and roll around. So that's just what he's doing. Done a lot of completionism on it and still only have 83% of achievements. Yeah. That makes sense. Because, yeah, that seems like a game that, like, you gotta put, like, effort into the achievements. And by that I mean, like, you know, you have to do different routes and different runs. And, yeah, there's 53 achievements in the first one. Yeah. Oh, God. He's running. Yeah, so... It seems like at least the achievements are a pretty good mix of stuff. I really like this lighting. I like this sort of, like, little light circle.
Let's do this.
Where you can still see a lot, but it's, like, not that much.
That was lucky.
Oh, you know what? This is probably hatched by now. Red Fungo's enemy story. Hell yeah, Red Fungo! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Red Fungo, back again with another Call of Duty tutorial video.
The door is shut tight. You spy a keyhole on it, suggesting the existence of a corresponding key.
Tell me the lore for Red Fungo. Yeah, hang on. Let's... Monsters. Red Fungo. Red Fungos are fiercely territorial, killing all who set foot on their land and turning the corpses into red fungo colonies. Forest creatures fear their swelling ranks. That's terrifying. That's... Forest dwellers so covet the red fungo as a health food that they leave monster carcasses in the forest and return to collect them once the fungos have colonized them. That's terrifying. Oh, man. Yeah, red fungo something else. And Jesus.
Fight.
Yo! Guess who's just getting got? Just caved. Yeah, 16 attack. No, I'm not. Oh, and he got a crit on it. Love it. You love to see it. I know you can't hear the cat, but he's going nuts. He has decided it is goof time. Okay, hang on. You gotta reveal all those cards. You gotta reveal all those cards.
Don't hold back.
So my plan to hatch all my eggs worked out great. Just quick update. Quick Pokemon Go update. Plan hatch all my eggs is going great. The other day, I gotta scroll. Wow, I gotta trade all these Pokemon. The other day, I hatched a 12K and hatched my first Sandile, which is exclusive to the Team Go Rocket red eggs. So I'm happy about that. And I just now hatched my first Mienfoo. So, fuck yeah. Killing it. They're hatching from what? I believe it was a 5K egg. I believe it was a 5K egg. It might have been a normal 7K egg. But yeah, I was surprised to see it on the hatching list, and I was like, may as well take a shot. May as well take a shot at it. It wasn't any, it was not, I don't believe it was a 7K. I think it was a normal 5K. It was from a while ago. It's not showing up in either of those eggs. It might have been an old one during an event. It seemed, oh, you know what it was? You know what it might have been, Brian? No. It's not, I was wondering if it was in Adventure Sync. I wonder if it was in the Adventure Sync 5K before they changed the 5Ks, because I think they just changed the 5Ks. I was very surprised to see it, honestly. Like, I was like, yeah, you know, sure, let me try it. And hey, guess what? It paid off. It paid off. Cause I'm just stacking up. I'm hatching eggs to get to just stack up on these event 7Ks. Because the event 7Ks all have Galarian Meowth. New patches photo in the Discord? Oh shoot.
The door before you is shut quite tightly. It appears to have a keyhole. The simple key may be of use here.
What a cutie. Will you try inserting the simple key? Yeah, go for it.
Slides the simple key
Great.
into the keyhole and turns it. The lock opens with a thunk.
Oh.
Don't hold back.
Yeah, this game is solid. I'm into this. This is a very fun and flexible battle system. I like the gems, you know, it kind of limits your big moves, but not in a way that feels artificial. According to the Reddit picture, Mienfu is a 2-egg rarity in 10K eggs at some point. Man. I wouldn't have thought it was a 10K. I thought it was a, you know. I got really lucky then. I got really, really lucky. Can't find any other origins of it besides Go Battle League. Yeah, I wonder if they put it in there by mistake. Because, yeah, it's supposed to be guaranteed Go Battle League reward.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
Choose a card and hold the A button to raise it up ever so slightly. If you hold it just long enough, you might be able to peek at what it contains.
Berwyn pushes the massive handles against the door with all his might. Berwyn gives the door a roundhouse kick out of pure frustration.
I was trying to peek and then it picked it.
As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
Okay. I'm glad you gave me like this neat ability to peek, but then kind of ruined it. I just want to just give that feedback real quick.
Something leaps out at the fellowship from the darkness.
Whoa!
Winifred deftly parries the attack with her staff. Edwin looks fondly at Winifred. only to have his reverie interrupted by Berwyn's cry of, "It's coming back."
I don't have any 10k eggs to see if it's there or not. I keep getting 2ks. Yeah, I don't have any 10ks either. That was a 10k. That was my one 10k. Actually, that's not true. I have a 10k that I'm hatching right now. Yeah, this one has a Mienfu as well. I'm hoping for the Axu, which is rare, but hoping for it. This is why they need to, they really need to redo eggs. They need to redo eggs. Eggs just feel stale. They don't feel exciting anymore. I'm glad that they've been more aggressive at changing the pool, which is good because that helps interest. But the
Fellowship approaches the chest, only for a voice deep as an earthquake to echo through the cavern. "You shall not have it." A voice. The Fellowship warily eyes their surroundings as several somethings leap out of the shadows.
Oh, okay. Stale eggs that... Whoa! Okay. I really wish I had like an attack all spell. Hope you remember your elemental weaknesses. I don't think I learned what the elemental weakness for a slime is, so... You think it was fire? I'll try it. Oh, hell yeah! Good deal. What a good time to crit. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Good work.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, listen, you gotta have the chest now.
He steps through the fiend's remains and opens the chest. Inside
Medicine?
is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle. At last, the royal treasure is in safe hands once more, Hedwyn sighs. Winifred and Berwyn nod in agreement.
Yay, royal treasure. Drink that bottle? No.
Treasure in hand, the Fellowship exit the cave, exultant.
No, not yet. We gotta explore the rest of the cave.
In time, the Fellowship find themselves before the Queen once more. They offer her the retrieve
Gotta explore the rest of the cave, dog.
As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, I bid you name anything you desire, she proclaims. She is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the Fellowship with riches, whether they demand them or not. But at
Yo,
this
Helix,
moment,
thank you
a
for the stretch break
massive
and the
roar,
hydration reminder.
the likes of which had never been heard before, shakes the entire castle.
Oh, that's bad.
As the roar recedes, one of the royal guard, pale as a sheet, bursts into the
How can you
royal
tell?
hall.
You can't see his face.
He struggles to gather his breath. Just now, over the castle, a dragon, he pants to Queen Nilla.
Sure.
A dragon. So the great evil has returned. Queen Nilla turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded.
The music started. Yo, TC!
So the monster troubles are connected, Hedwin says so under his breath, so the queen does not hear. A profound silence settles over the royal hall. The fellowship stand tall, unflinching, as though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis.
We gotta go fight that dragon. Do I fight the dragon, or is this the end of the demo?
What will become of the land now that the dragon has returned? I'm afraid that will have to wait. We're all out of time for this portion of the adventure.
Bummer.
Don't you worry. We'll continue the tale another time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, I bid you good day. Farewell, friend.
Bye, Game Master voice. Hooray. Even bigger world and grander adventure awaits you in the retail version. Hi, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel. If you click the notification bell as well, you'll get alerts when a new video is uploaded so you don't miss anything. And if you want to check out more of my content, links to my Twitch, Twitter, and other YouTube playlists are down in the description box. If you click this video here, you'll get the next video in the series if it's something like a Let's Play, or something else related. If you click this video here, you'll get a related game, something like a Let's Play or a Quick Look or something like that. If you click the card up here, you'll get something completely different. I hope you enjoy it.